Hello my dear friends, I am John Rizvi from United College of Engineering and Research from the Department of Applied Sciences and Humanities. Now in today's session we are going to discuss Parajumbles. What is Parajumbles, its types, introduction and strategies. First of all, we need to know what is Parajumbles or sentence rearrangements. Do you remember the school days whenever you are given many words and you will have to arrange a sentence using those words. Now this is something related to many sentences, and you will have to arrange those sentences logically to form a meaningful paragraph. Generally, parajumbles are of two types. When you have options given like PQRS, ABCD, and the second one is when you don't have any option. When you have options like PQRS, ABCD, this is much easier to solve, and when you don't have any option, you will have to arrange those sentences, and after rearrangement you will have to say what is the first sentence, second sentence, third, and so on. Let us discuss tricks and tips to solve parajumbles. First of all, we have how to establish link between two sentences and how to make a pair. Suppose you have given 5 to 6 sentences. You need to find out a pair. For example, if you think after D, which is going to come E, or after B, it is going to be D. So basically, you will find a pair DE or BD. Like you have 4 options given, and after thinking logically, you find that the pair BA comes. You need to search for this BA. So these two options have no scope right now. C consists of BA and D consists of BA. So one from these two options will be correct. Now you can check using the opening sentence. What is the opening sentence, whether it is C or D, and also the ending sentence whether it is D or C. Clear? In this way you can easily tackle your problem. Next strategy is transition words or keywords. Transition words or keywords are the words which make the shift from a sentence to another sentence smoothly. We have some keywords like although, also, again, in addition, moreover, similarly, hence, therefore, thus. Whenever we have something like an example, we used to say for examples after an introduction. Whenever we have to support our introduction or our argument, we have to give examples. For examples, we write generally for examples. Then the one example comes, then similarly we use that term similarly. So we anyhow we manage, we need a clue, we find a clue from those sentences, what is the sentence which is going to be first and what is the sentence which is going to be later. Next, we have more some yet, but, however. Whenever you talk about something contradictory, you can use but or however, and even you can use also or again. These are the connectors. You may get a clue from keywords. Next we have acronym approach. What is acronyms or short forms? Basically, acronyms are used for short forms of something or somebody. Like we have organization, World Health Organization, and the short form of this is WHO. Suppose you have a rearrangement and two sentences that consist of WHO and World Health Organization. So which sentence is going to be first and which sentence is going to be next? First, for introducing an organization, we will have to use full form, that is World Health Organization, and then we can use the acronym WHO. In the same manner, Dr. Manmohan Singh, this can be introductory part, then we can use Dr. Singh. Next, President George W. Bush. First of all, we can introduce the person, then we can use the president or President Bush. Clear? Next, we have time sequence approach. Many a time within a sentence you will get time, and time indicating words like when, now, then, before or after. By using this technique, you can get to know that which is going to be first and which is going to be next sentence. The time can be like years or days or months. You can easily get a clue from this approach. Next, we have hypothesis or theory approach. In theory approach, we logically think the sentence, which sentence is going to determine our introduction, which sentence is going to give examples, and which sentence is going to conclude the whole speech. So for example, if you get a sentence, for example, in the beginning of the sentence, so you will have to find the sentence for which it is used, and you get a pair. Clear? Next, very important, articles approach. As we all know that there are two types of articles. The first one is definite and the other one is indefinite. Indefinite articles are a, an, and definite articles is the. Whenever we have to introduce something, a new subject, we have to use article a or an, and wherever it becomes usable, and previously we have discussed about that sentence or that noun, we have to use article the. So practically we can say the sentence cannot start from the, but sometimes it happens. For example, we have the problem will be enough to demotivate the employees. The second sentence we have, this modification will create a problem, the company is going to modify some policies. We will have to check articles. A problem, introduction of the problem, indefinite article. Now here you can see the problem. So what is the sentence which is going to be first and which is going to be second? We have to say a first, then the. But in this sequence of the sentences, what will be the first sentence? This modification. So if we are using this modification, this is definite that something which has been modified we have to introduce here. The company is going to modify some policies. Yes, modify and modification. So you can connect this from here. So first of all, your sequence, the first sentence will be C and the sequence will be C, then indefinite article A, and then definite article the. The sequence will be C, B, A. Clear? Now NPA strategy or approach. N stands for noun, P for pronoun, and adjectives. A pronoun comes only for a noun. For example, Robert goes there. He is kind. He is a pronoun and it is used for a noun. So the sentence basically cannot start from a pronoun. First of all, you need to introduce the subject matter. So for this we have to say a noun and then followed by pronoun, then again pronoun. If suppose there is a break in a sentence, First of all, noun comes and then pronoun, then there is a break and no pronoun you find, then you have to start from noun again, then after that pronoun. Next we have adjectives. How adjectives can be helpful while you are using those adjectives solving these parajumbles. In the previous slide we have seen this modification. Modification is a noun here, this is adjective here, possessive adjective. This word this is qualifying modification. So, this is adjective, and if you are saying this, these, those, their, something like that, it will be used for a noun or new subject matter. So, you will get a clue using those adjectives. Next we have a structure approach. A structure means argument, conclusion, examples. What is the body of your rearrangement parajumble sentences? First of all, here comes premise, then you can use support of the sentence while giving examples, and at the last you will have to conclude the sentences and conclusions comes. Next we have some exercises based on parajumbles. Take this example, arrange the following sentences to form a meaningful paragraph. So, you will find a first opening sentence. Opening sentence will never be connected, so the words like however, since, but, thus, these type of sentences cannot be used. And also this, to address this problem, we do not have any idea about the problem, so this can't be the opening sentence. After reading all the sentences, you will get to know that the first sentence will be C. We will write C and study the first sentence. What it is saying: in earlier days, people learnt by reading out loud. So, what we are using? Time, people. What will be the pronoun for people? They. So, we get a hint there. What is the hint? However, we can say the second sentence will be A. However, while reading, because here you can see that people learnt by reading. Reading is the same word we are using here. So, it is progressing smoothly. However, while reading, they is a pronoun for which it is used, for people is a noun. They would not know when to pause and what to emphasize, and this is basically a problem. So, we need a solution to address this problem. So, our sequence will be now E, C, A, then E. To address this problem, because this was a problem, because they would not know when to pause and when to emphasize. To address this problem, various signs depicting various punctuations were introduced. Next we have but. There arises another problem, but not everybody used the same punctuations for the same thing. This is another problem, but not everybody used the same punctuations for the same thing. D. Now, the next we have only two sentences remaining. The first one is B, since then, and the last F, thus firmer guidelines regarding. What is going to be fifth sentence? Whether it is B or whether it is F. You just read and you will get a clue. Since then, their use has been regularized. The problem still continues, so their use cannot be regularized. Now, this one, thus firmer guidelines regarding punctuation were framed so that everyone used, everyone and everybody we have used in sentence D, but not everybody. So, you can connect from here. So, the next sentence will be F, and the last one is since then their use has been regularized and the punctuation rules have been followed by all. So, this is the correct sequence of the sentences. Now, we have another exercise. Write the correct sequence of the sentence after arranging them in a logical sense. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, 6 sentences. First, we will have to check what is going to be opening sentence. opening sentence, remember, is not connected. The researchers, article the cannot be there. The dreams cannot be opening. The reason, we don't know about the reasons. We only hope that these crucial, we don't know anything about problems, but cannot be the first sentence. So what we have, would you? So the opening sentence will be C. Would you believe that some UK based companies are arranging for bed at the workplace? This is a question, so you will have to give an answer. Then F. But it is true and is considered as a step to improve quality of their products. So it is going to improve their quality. What is the idea behind that? There may be idea. The reason they claim, for example, it is giving an example, the researchers in these companies claim that they could do better. Here in this sentence, the reason they claim could be that dreams produce creative. First of all, you take sleep and then dreams come. So you will have to sleep, doze off for the dreams to come out. Then the sequence will be A. The researchers in these companies claim that they could do better by allowing their employees to doze off at workplace. So what is the reason they are allowing you to doze off? The reason D. The reason they claim could be that dreams without any article, definite article the, so we need to be next in the article form, that dreams produce creative solutions. D. Then the dreams while at work are thus helpful to solve crucial problems. The dreams, definite article. So now the sentence B. Now what is left? E. We only hope that these crucial problems. In the previous sentence we have seen B, in the B, solve crucial problems. So now in continuation, these are the crucial problems. The reason we only hope that these crucial problems in UK are different from those of ours. So this is the correct sequence. Now next exercise, we have some options given. Mark the correct sequence after rearrangement. This is the most probably and frequently asked question type, when you have some sentences and you have options like this. This is quite easy. How? Check it. First of all, in simpler terms, it is pronoun. Cannot be the opening sentence. The third golden can be, it cannot be, you can cross it. It was. The golden killa is held each year. Okay. In simpler terms, it is cannot be the first sentence. The third golden killa award this year, this cannot be the first sentence. It was cannot be. So the first sentence will be our D. D is the opening sentence, because all these sentences are connected and cannot be the first sentence. So we have only one option with D. You can also read the first sentence. The Golden Killa Award is held each year, where awards are given for the year's worst in Bollywood. When you have decided that the opening sentence will be D, so you are left with only one option. These cannot be true. So simply you get an answer very fast without thinking too much. The last exercise we have, what is the opening sentence? It unfolds, cannot be the first sentence. There, a pronoun, cannot be the first sentence. And connected, however connected. So what is the first sentence we have? The opening sentence will be no doubt A. You can check the sentences, the sequences which have A. This cannot be the answer, this cannot be the answer. We have only two options left. Now you have to check a pair. It unfolds in two sections. The first one is climate change how to make sense of it all, and natural resources. These are two sections. So CD is a pair. You can check CD. CD is here. So this is the correct answer. So thank you very much for focusing and looking this session. This was very fruitful. I think you have learned many things. For the time being, this is time to say goodbye and take care.